I woke up this morning thinking about happiness,
Yeah.
and I was thinking, it just came to my mind. We talked about this before, but one element that my most miserable friends have in common:
What's that?
selfishness.
Yeah.
But I'm not talking about it in a spiritual way, in a religious way. It's not really that. You can be seeing it's that, but that's not the point. People try to, the ones trying so hard to be happy for themselves are the ones that are more miserable, because you can't be happy alone. You can't, it doesn't happen. Happiness needs, it can't be contained in one person. You can't be contained in one thing. It flows out of it. It has to be shared. Happiness is only felt when it's shared. And so the people that are more out there trying to be happy and just looking into their own belly buttons, thinking that the world revolves around their own ass, it's not. They're not happy. Because of that. You were happy when you're making someone else happy. You're happy when you're not thinking about it. When you're doing things from your heart. When you're it's when you get out of from being inside yourself thinking you're the only one that has to be happy, and then nothing matches with your understanding what happiness could be, because it's not an understanding, it's a feeling, and it's something that is given. You can't buy it. Of course, we know that thing that
Right.
says you can't buy happiness,
Right.
because it's not a thing. And it is given. It is received. You receive it. You don't buy it. You don't there's no way of catching it. It is just received. It just happens, and someone else you make happy, you get that happiness feeling. It needs more than one for the happiness to happen. Oh, how else can I explain it? It's it's like the people that are more miserable, they're not out there trying to, instead of being in their own cocoon trying to make happiness happen for them, if they were out there and helping, like you have a friend that needs this, or you have something you can do for someone else, not even thinking, oh, I have to do this for someone else, how pain in the neck that is, I have to do. No, it's not the feeling of having to do anything, but to be doing without all that heaviness.
Yeah.
We do something for someone else. It's actually addictive. It's addictive when you help others, when you do other things, and it just comes. It's like we have our cats. Like we're patting our cats, they're happy. It makes me happy just to pat my cat. I wasn't looking to be happy when I patted it.
Right. Right. Here's the way I look at it. In a way, I completely agree with what you're saying. In another way, I think there's another layer. Uh, so, happiness is generated from within, but it's made more manifest when it's given expression. When we are doing all those things you just described.
Yes, but you're saying generated from within because you're taking that from meditation.
Yeah,
You're
but
taking
that's
that from the principles of meditation. I'm,
yeah.
I'm talking about people that don't meditate, people that don't know that, people that don't have that time to go within and bring all that
But it's still from
good stuff.
within. It's still there, underlying everything, and it's made more manifest by
I
the behavior.
understand what you're saying, but take that aside. That doesn't apply here with people that don't meditate. They don't go there. They can't do the do within thing if they don't meditate.
Okay, I don't want to argue about it. I'm not talking about meditation here. I'm talking about what underlies it all. not how to get it, but what exists.
Yes, it is from within. We know that. We meditate. We understand that we're bringing that out every time we meditate. It's true.
But what I'm actually making more of the point that you bring it out more. You bring it out more by doing what you're describing.
That's the expression.
That's right. You
Yeah,
make
I
it.
know.
You make it more concrete. You make it more expressed, manifest, real, solid,
Yeah, but that's not.
shareable.
Yeah, but most people do not get that because they don't meditate. What someone that doesn't meditate would get it, would understand that it's inside them, the happiness.
It doesn't make any difference whether or not they get it. Your point is the point to be made here, that the happiness that exists is made more manifest, made more concrete, made more shareable through behavior. That it actually grows
If you
and
don't
spreads.
do the expression, you don't feel it. Then is that what you mean?
No, you don't. You don't feel it as much. You don't move it. You don't. You don't need to get into whether or not it exists within you without giving it some expression. It just to make it bigger, to make it more manifest, to make it more expressed. It's in the behavior, like you're saying. You know, the petting of the cats. We don't do it. You know, very few people would go up to their pet and say, "I want to feel better, so I'm going to pet them."
Oh, I know.
Yeah, I know. Yeah,
But
that's
that's
your point.
enough to make me happy. Maybe most people don't care. Maybe most people are not
But I'm
that
agreeing.
cat crazy.
But I'm agreeing with your point. Is that it's a spontaneous thing that people that we do. Everybody does. They do things that inevitably makes happiness more concrete. They're sharing something special. They're giving something to another being, whether it's a cat or a person or a tree.
Yeah, but let's talk about the level of someone that does not meditate. That's someone that doesn't go within, and it's not making it happen. It's not dealing with that.
Okay.
Let's go a little bit. Let's go to the level of the people that don't know this,
Sure.
that don't do this.
Right.
That's what those are the people I'm thinking about. People that are chasing happiness
Yeah.
for themselves alone. I need to be happy. I want to be happy. Oh, Happy New Year. This year I'm going to be happy. They miss the point that you can't make yourself happy. That's not how it is.
That's right.
That's not how it is. And it's giving. You give happiness to others that will make you happy. It's like the boomerang kind of thing.
Right. Right.
I've seen it happen. That's how it happens.
Yeah.
The
Right.
most, because, well, at least that thing they have in common. The most miserable people I know, they do not, they're solitary.
Yeah.
They're very solitary, and they're very angry with the world, and they're unhappy. Everything else from everybody else, instead of making them happy. Oh, Caleb is happy. He's playing with his ball. Everybody else just makes their affliction worse.
Right.
They don't see the potential of being okay. They're just so angry with not having achieved happiness.
Right.
And they don't let it flow. They're stuck. They're stuck in that routine, in that habit, in that how to say, they have that, in that script,
Right.
that they're unhappy and they're gonna stay unhappy, and they're angry with everything else that it could even sound happy. It's a difficult thing to come out of.
It is.
But if they stopped to and stop thinking about their own belly buttons for a moment, I think that would make people happy. I think they would be happy if they stopped just being there, pouting all day about their unhappiness, and look outside their own window and thought, okay, what can I do? It doesn't even have to be for other people. Go hang a birdhouse.
Right.
Go, plant a flower. My goodness, my tattooed plant has those flowers. Each flower, they only last one night.
Yeah.
It brings me so much happiness to see one of those flowers. Oh, it's growing. It's grew a little more today. Oh, is it going to open tomorrow night? Because they open at night. And then they last only one night. And it brings me so much joy just to look at that freaking flower.
You see, what you're describing is very Zen, in my understanding.
Well, it is.
You don't lose the happiness because it only lasts one night. You celebrate it.
That's you celebrate it.
Right. It's very similar to that the sand drawings.
Mandala and stuff that they make, and then they
either they brush it away or they let the winds brush it away. It's like, it's not about how long you can own it. Because
you can't own anything. We don't even own our own bodies.
Well,
we're gonna die, leave everything behind.
That's part of it. That's part of it. To realize that the owning of it doesn't mean keeping it that one way all the time.
Yeah, if someone were to tell me these things when I was a teenager, I would say, "Oh, bullshit." Yeah. I wouldn't believe it because it does sound very Zen now that you're telling me.
Right.
Back then, I was a bit angry. I wasn't happy in my house, for such a selfish mother that I had, and I would not have understood this way, but it makes sense now in my old age. I can see that it's the doing things for others without a grudge, without feeling overwhelmed, without feeling, oh, I have to go. No, just choosing to do things for other people, for animals, for whatever reason that will bring joy to other people will make you happy. It will make you happy. I guarantee. Anything, whatever it is, seeing what people need, seeing what your friends need, something that has to do with other people being happy. Yeah. Even if you don't agree with that, if you try it for a while, you will see what I mean. Because I think that people that are sick help others, give healing to other people. That's why I love Reiki so much. You send it to others. Like I told you, when I felt Reiki to be the most powerful was when I was sick. Instead of giving myself Reiki, I give it to other people that needed it, and it healed me. Yeah. It helped me more than if I was giving it to myself. There's something about doing for others, and I'm not Christian or Catholic here. I'm not saying love thy neighbor. Well, there's some neighbors you don't like. Maybe you have a reason, I'm not saying you have to love everybody on earth. That would be nice if we could do that. I'm not there. I can't do that myself. But if you're not centered in chasing happiness for yourself and go out of yourself and just don't even think that it is happiness that you're gonna get out of it or anything, but the people that are active, the people that are helping other people, friends, family, whomever, in whatever way, without wanting anything back. It's just the giving that makes you happy.
Right.
It comes around. That's right. You need more. You can't be happy alone, but that doesn't mean you have to have my soulmate. I don't even believe in that term. You don't have to. No, it's not that. I didn't find the person. I didn't get married. I didn't find my other half, so I'm miserable. Well,
it's setting yourself up for failure.
Yeah, it's not. That's not what I mean. It doesn't even have to be that. Anybody else. Play with a child. My goodness, it's so much fun. Play, make believe. And the animals, and oh man, adopt an animal, have an animal, love something else. I also, and this goes for all the good things in life. Also, people I know that are unhappy and feel unloved, don't have love in their lives for a very long time, didn't get married. Not that everybody has to get married, that's not what I mean. But they, in their minds, they had to. They wanted that. They don't love anybody else. They don't love anything. They don't have a plant they love. They don't have an animal they love. This is the most severe cases of some people I know.
Right.
They don't, they don't give that love. Anything will upset them. All the neighbors making noise. The neighbor has the song very loud. Oh, they're playing. See, they're all happy here. My cats are playing, all happy. So give what you need to have. That's what I mean. If you need love, give love.
Right.
If you need healing, give healing. Find a way to help others that are sick. No, give it. If you, I don't know, give. You need to give stuff.
Yeah.
To receive stuff.
That's right.
It is. It is weird. I never thought I'd be saying this.
It both makes it more concrete, more manifest, and it makes you more receptive.
Yeah, it's all about energy as well.
Right.
You're giving that energy that you need. So the channel's open there.
Yep.
It's gonna come back and forth because it's open. You open the channel to receive when you give. Oh, that's interesting. Makes sense.
Yep.
So.
Well, you know that from Reiki too. So
Yeah, I know. When
you
I
said
heal
something that
others, I'm
reminded me of a
healing
song.
myself. What?
Something you said reminded me of a song. Hold on.
So give to receive. That sounds so Christian. Reap what you sow. Man, but it is so true. It is so, so true. I think they just need to figure out, the unhappy people, that the world is not about just themselves. If they can get out of that feeling of, oh, it's just me, they would be happy, because you can't be happy alone. So help, do things for others. Be, receptive. Try to be happy. Try to be. The sun is out. I'm happy. Just the sun coming out makes me happy. Man, you get to a point that anything makes you happy. Really. The flowers, the plants, the world is so beautiful around us. But I don't know, it's just this vicious cycle of not seeing, of thinking. But I think it's the selfishness. It's a very bad thing. It's a very bad thing, and people can slide into that character so easily.
Right.
And it's so hard to take it out, because they think, I need to be happy. I'm going to do everything I can to be happy. But you can't make that happen. It doesn't depend on you for yourself. It depends on you. Make someone else happy. See how that will work for you. And then get that channel open, then you'll receive it. It needs more people. It needs more to be happy. It's not just one thing. It bubbles up, and it.
Right.
But it needs more than one person to make it happen. It can't be man can't be. Man is not an island.
That's right.
What song is that?
Hold on a second. It's the chorus that I'm waiting for here.
good coffee. If you let yourself free.
Happiness runs, happiness runs. Happiness runs in a circular motion.
That's beautiful. I never heard this before. Yeah, let happiness come in. You can't chase it. You're saying it runs. You can't grab it. You can't keep it. But it is everywhere.
Everybody is a part of everything anyway.
That's true. Happiness runs. You can't catch it.
Well, I think in this case he's meaning happiness flows.
It does. It flows. It flows. But it needs more than one person to flow it too. It's a conduit. It needs to, to keep the circle going of happiness flowing. It's a current. Only one link trying to work by itself, it won't happen. It needs to be connected with others, right?
Yeah.
No. I hope that made some sense.
Yeah.
Well, you've just been listening to Coffee with the Josephs. Thank you for listening. Bye.